of BuzzBoosterTV.
I'm Shahar.
And I'm Nash.
And on today's show, we are going to go deeper in a topic that we talked about before, but now we have some case studies for you.
Yes.
How to incorporate ritual in business.
How to incorporate rituals.
It is extremely important today because, the way people are behaving. We are going to talk more about that in a second. But before we start, we want you to meet our sponsor.
All right.
Really, really important when you have any piece of your business online is to have your website up all the time.
Yes.
Imagine this scenario. Let's say you're launching a product. And you manage to have some JV partners.
Yes, joint ventures.
Yes, and they are all promoting you at the same time.
Same time, tons of traffic.
Yes, and you see the sales coming in.
The sales are coming in.
You start to make money.
You're making money.
And the website goes down.
Oh.
It's the worst nightmare ever.
It is.
I mean, you can really lose thousands of dollars if your website goes up. This is during a launch, but the fact is that we want it up all the time.
All the time, of course. It's a business.
So you have to look for a solution that you can rely on, like Dine.
That's exactly right. And you know what? For our guests, Dine is making a special offer. If you try them out, they'll give you, I believe 30% off. So go to dyn.com/podcast30, dyn.com/podcast30, and check them out. Just like we've been talking about, it's extremely crucial that your website stays up. And you can't, if it's a business, you can't have flaky service that gives you downtime.
Exactly. So say the website again.
dyn.com/podcast30, and that's podcast 30, just the numbers, okay? Don't spell it out. dyn.com/podcast30.
So our topic today is rituals in business.
Rituals.
Let's see first how things are outside.
Tell us.
Well, we have a consumer that is living in boredom age.
Boredom age.
They're very bored.
Yes.
That's one of the reasons they spend so much time on social networks. They want to be entertained. Not only that, they're not responding as they used to. Money marketers will not tell you this, but they are seeing less opt-ins.
Less opt-ins.
Those things that give a free report, a free white paper, not interested.
Not so much anymore.
Yes, because they are overloaded with information.
Yeah.
Well, that causes a problem. How do you keep not only them coming to you, but sticking to you?
Yes.
And that's when rituals in business are so important.
Plays a huge role.
It plays a huge role because it creates trust.
Yes.
There are some unanswered questions in the brain.
Yeah.
So they stick to you.
Yep.
Right? Extremely important. So we have an example today, right?
We do, yes.
And do you want to say what?
Sure, I can share. So it's a thing called Nexpedition.
Yes, it's a travel company.
Yeah, I knew she would jump right in and explain. Go ahead.
You want to explain?
No, go for it. I know you're itching to do it.
It's a travel agency. It's not the only one that applies rituals in business, but it's a cool
It's a very
case
fun
study.
one.
Yes. So you go there and you meet with a travel expert.
Yes,
right?
travel experts.
They do an assessment on your behavior, your personality.
Assessment.
That's because they want to put you in the right kind of groups.
Yes.
Like, for example, if you're not into, outdoors and
extreme adventure
sports, you don't want to go.
They're categorizing you
in the same group as a group of knitting ladies, for example, right?
Right.
So they want to put you in the same kind of group, and they have a division of 4 or 5 different groups.
So
right?
they can essentially, we're going to go deeper into it, but essentially, so they can assign you a trip that will fit your personality.
Yes. So I mean, it's interesting because there are unanswered questions, but not so many that will make you freeze and not do it, right?
Right.
Well, so you choose that you want to go, and I think you can choose between international and national, right?
And you fill out this assessment.
Yeah,
and
but
then,
the thing is that then you keep waiting for an envelope to arrive because you really don't know much about the trip.
So
you don't know where you're going.
You don't know anything. In fact, you just know that you're going to go on a trip.
Yes.
So then you get this envelope
that tells you a little bit
of information of your next steps. Essentially, maybe the place that you need to travel to.
Maybe.
Right?
So my anxiety level would be very high at this point. So you go and you travel, but you don't know anything that is going to happen.
You don't know what you're going to do, anything.
So you get a message in your smartphone of the hotel you're going to go. You go to the hotel and then you wait again for another envelope.
Yes.
Well, the envelope comes
Under your door.
under your door, or many times on your smartphone, and that is going to start telling the things you're going to do while you're there.
Yes.
Okay, why is this cool? First of all, because it brings a sense of game in the
It's
thing.
a game.
So it takes the boredom out of the picture.
Yeah.
Right? And you have so many unanswered questions. Is this going to be fun? Am I going to enjoy this?
Where are they going to take us?
Where they're going to take it, but not to the point that freezes you because it can be dangerous. It's not like the sky's falling thing. It's just a lot of unanswered questions. So it keeps you engaged.
Almost like letting go a little bit of the control.
Exactly. Well, by doing this, they create all this mystery around it. They have all the rituals in place, and they keep people hooked to the experience. It's a different level of experience, not the same thing as, oh, I had an experience with my coffee on Starbucks. That's not the kind of experience.
No.
It's the whole component from every single angle.
The whole thing, the entire thing, from the assessment in the beginning to the actual trip, the vacation, that entire process.
Yeah, and like I said, it's not the only travel agency working this type of ritual. There are some that do weird adventures out there that they also don't tell you everything. There was only one thing when I was looking at this company that I questioned.
What?
You know what it is?
No.
They target people from 20 to 30 years
Oh,
old.
yes.
Why do you think is that?
Well, I believe they're assuming that it's an audience of people who like to travel or who like the uncertainty, and they're just
The mystery around
and they're kind of excluding. I know where you're going with this. They're kind of excluding.
You know me.
Yeah, I do. The generation, the boomers, and so forth, assuming that they don't want to travel or they don't want to try new things.
Yes.
But
that is a problem.
that is a problem.
Yeah, it is a problem. Let me tell you why. First,
Tell us
because
why.
in the age of boredom,
In the age of boredom,
50 and older are really bored, right? They are also always searching for meaning to their lives. They have accomplished a lot during life, but now they are empty nesters, for example.
they want to have fun.
They want to have fun, and they want to have fun in a different way.
They have disposable income.
They have disposable income. You can never forget
Which
that. It's
usually
a group that
a
has money.
20-year-old doesn't necessarily.
Yes.
So I think there's a term, the backpacking. I think they're assuming that because usually the
You like to
20-year-old,
travel?
it's like the backpackers, they like to travel, things like that, and they're assuming that that's the crowd that they need to target. And they're forgetting what you're just saying.
Which is going to bring me to another point that is important for you to notice. It's happening in all marketing companies.
Tell us.
And you, as a business owner, for example, if you go and hire a marketing company, you need to be aware of that.
Yes.
If you are a business that you target boomers and seniors, you have to be careful when you get a marketing company. And why?
Why?
Most people working there are very young,
Oh, yes.
right? And they, of course,
Those
they have their
20-year-olds.
universe, and that's what they want to put into messages and ways to get traction and engagement out there. Many, many times that will not work with an older audience.
Many times.
To the point that some TV channels are having issues with that. TV Land is one of them, because
Yes.
TV Land target boomers, and you know, they have a different type of programs there. It's not only reruns of old things, but they have a very hard time getting advertisers
Yes.
because of the same concept.
Because
Right.
usually the companies that are creating those ads are basically the 20-year-olds.
Yes, and they don't think boomers will buy, and worse than that, they make TV commercials like Viagra stuff with two bathtubs where the man and the woman they don't touch each other, right? Because who can talk about mommy doing it, right? Difficult. So
My
that's
mom
the
knows
approach.
she's forbidden to say the word sex when around me.
Yeah, see? So you know, they do this kind of stuff that really doesn't resonate to the target market that is boomers and seniors. But the most important part is this: with all the recession, with all the problems that we have gone through, this is the niche that really has disposable income. They do have money, they are willing to spend.
That's
so
right.
just be careful when you're marketing, right?
Yeah.
Not to exclude them.
Really?
Or us.
Yeah.
Be-
Well,
yeah.
you. Speak
Yeah,
for
I know.
yourself. You know, I'm one of those 20-year-olds.
Yeah, I know.
So one of the other things, going back to the Nexpedition, I wanted
Okay.
to mention one thing, and that is behind them is American Express. So it's a pretty big company. So when you're thinking, okay, is this for real? Is it going to happen, or it's too many uncertainties? Just Think of that. It's a
Has a big
huge
company
company
behind it.
backing them up.
So it brings trust to the equation.
Yes, it
And
does.
trust is also very important
It's
because people don't
extremely
trust
important.
companies anymore.
Nope.
And if we go again to boomers, they need trust in the equation,
Yeah.
okay? Well, I think that's it.
It is.
Yeah, hope you enjoy. Think about ways you can incorporate rituals and mystery in your business. It doesn't have to be as dramatic,
No.
but something
But it
here
has
and there.
to be there. Yes.
But it has to be there so you can get people hooked to what you're doing and staying with you, buying over and,
and over and over again.
from you.
Yes.
See you next time.
See you next time.